Hey, what's up? I have the Fiction Writer's Idea Journal. See? The Fiction Writer's Idea Journal. A guided notebook to capture and develop your next big fiction idea. And this book, I believe it holds, you can store at least 10 complete fiction book ideas from spark to structure, it says here on the back. So this guided journal helps you capture and shape up to 10 complete fiction ideas from spark to structure, perfect for fantasy, thrillers, romance, sci-fi, or anything in between. This isn't just a notebook. It's your idea development system. Inside each entry, there's like title, subtitle prompts for clarity, and SEO, search engine optimization, logline, extended synopsis, space, character setting, plot development pages, cover sketch, marketing strategy, built in launch planner, and card system overview. That's just a bonus thing. It's got a card system for like how you can write a story. So it says, stop losing great ideas, start finishing strong stories. So let me open it up and give you a little information on how this helps to structure these books. It says book idea 1, working titles. So there's a space where you can come up with different title options. Subtitle ideas, that's really cool. Several subtitle idea spaces. And then the date, and then a premise or synopsis, like a log line, which is like 1 to 3 sentences. So then after that, the following page gives you space to elaborate on the previous page, or it makes it to where if you're writing in pen and it bleeds through, it doesn't get onto the next page. So in other words, there's this blank sort of area with lines to elaborate, or just to leave blank for ink bleed through, if you know what I mean. So there's a page here to for a cover sketch and cover design notes. That's cool. Then it gives you an area for an extended synopsis. Talks about the genre and target audience, like a genre slash subgenre. The primary audience, age, demographics, interest, things like that. There's areas in here to write about that. Character sketches. Let's see. Develop your cast with personality and purpose. Strong characters create memorable stories. So the main character, it gives spaces for like the name, age, personality traits, wants versus needs, their inner conflict. And then it talks about the antagonist or opposition, who or what stands in their way. What are the villain's goals? So, what's the antagonist's goals? How do they stand in the way of the main character? Things like that. And then there's all these different supporting character spaces. There's like 8, but then again, as I said, you can elaborate on the following page because it gives you an entire following page to elaborate each from each previous page. So, with these supporting characters, it has an area for the name, their role in the story, their personality slash quirks, their motivation or backstory, and how it connects to the main character. So, there are all these different areas to create all kinds of characters with that data that you can fill in. Then there's areas for the setting and world building in here, like the time slash period era. Like, is it the post-apocalyptic near future, or 1890s Victoria London, or 2077 interplanetary colony, that kind of thing. Then it talks about locations, like a ruined megacity, magical forest, remote village, pirate ship. I don't know. There's areas where you write about the locations where this takes place. The environment or atmosphere, is it war torn, utopian, haunted, dystopian, surreal, gritty, steampunk? Then there's areas for world building notes like currency, language, laws, power structure, religion, factions, technology, etc. I mean, this is extremely thorough and you have all of this space to put all of this data per story for like 10 stories. So then there's an area, it says plot beats or chapter outline. So it has where you can write about the beginning, the middle, which is like conflict and escalation, the climax or twist, and then the resolution and ending. There are sections where you can fill those things out. And you can list the chapters, chapter titles. There's an area for that. Notes and inspirations. So, what feelings should the readers walk away with? There's an area to write about that. Marketing angles, possible hooks or tropes, comparable titles, possible taglines, potential series names, additional thoughts. What else do you need to figure out? Are there lingering questions, research needs, or alternate endings? So, this is an extremely substantial book. It's pretty thick. It's 8.5 by 11, so the size of a standard piece of paper. That's the size of this book. And it has all of those different awesome things. And then there's like in the back, it talks about book launch strategies. So that's just a bonus thing. In addition to the 10 stories that you can put in here, it talks about strategies for like pre-launch preparation, target launch date, formats, is it paperback, Kindle, hardback, audiobook, cover reveal plans, social media teasers, things like that, advanced reader copies, so ARC copies, who you're sending those to, the email list or followers to notify, newsletter teaser sent on what date, launch day plan, social media post. Let me see, discount strategies or promotions, live event, Q&A, readings, just all this kind of stuff that people don't necessarily think would be in a book like this. It gives all these different ideas that people who write fiction stories might want to think about and outline. So you can use this as an outline. You can even photocopy these pages and use more, right? I mean, it says graphics or videos to create, social media platforms to focus on, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, Threads, YouTube Shorts, Pinterest, Goodreads, all these different things. Review and feedback, who will leave a review. The first 5 reviewers, have they been contacted? Plan to follow up after the launch. Thank you notes. Long-term promotions, book giveaways, contests, newsletter reminders, ad platforms to consider like Amazon ads, Facebook ads, Book Hub, TikTok ads, future books in the series, yes or no? And if yes, is there going to be a teaser or a preview in, let me see, back matter? This is extremely comprehensive. And then at the very end, it also has a bonus section where it talks about, it says the index card writing system. It's a companion for your fiction book ideas. So it really gives you a structured plan on how to go from your idea to being able to even fill this out with like different ways to utilize index cards to write a book. So there's an entire plan here. I'm not even going to get into it. That's just a bonus on top of the space for the 10 books that you can put in this book, The Fiction Writer's Idea Journal. So it really goes above and beyond. There's all this extra stuff. So yeah, check it out. Thanks.